Hey everyone, welcome to another Firm Foundations video. Today we're going to talk about singing. You may be familiar with the song Build My Life by Housefires, and in that song, there are long sections where the drums are not as involved. The beginning of the song is very meditative. It has these huge pads and everyone just has their hands in the air. Worthy of every song we could ever. In those sections, when the drummer has nothing to do, what is he or she supposed to do? Sorry, this is bothering me. Too often I see this going on. They're like turning the pages. Oh, let me tune my drums. They start to look bored. And how many drummers do you see in like those big fish tanks these days? That makes the drummer feel super disconnected from the congregation, and the drummer rarely is able to even hear the congregation at all. So when the song reaches a part where the drummer doesn't play, the drummer kind of just zones out. Some drummers can't stand waiting or can't stand not playing. They'll do something on the cymbals that is a little too busy for that section of the song. As a drummer, you have to be able to not play as well as play. So what are you supposed to do in those moments? I am a firm believer that drummers should sing. For two reasons. Number one, when you sing from the drums, it helps you stay connected to why you're even there playing the drums. You are playing the drums to worship God. When the singer is singing those lyrics, he is staying connected to the message of the song. What is the message of the song Build My Life? Build My Life is a song of praise. It declares that God is worthy, that He is holy, and that we are dependent on Him. That has to be in your mind while you're playing that song. Just because drumming doesn't involve chords or words doesn't mean that you should be disconnected from the message of the song. When you understand what a worship song is about, that will come out in your drumming. But if you don't know the lyrics of the song and you never sing along, you're just a drummer. And I'm here to try to convince you that you are not just a drummer. You are a worship leader. And that brings me to the second reason drummers should sing in the parts where they're not playing. Singing from the drums sets an example to the congregation. This might seem super nitpicky to you, but think about it. The worship team on stage is supposed to be a reflection of the congregation. The worship team is supposed to be this giant mirror where the congregation looks and is able to see themselves worshiping God, not see a bunch of people who are talented at worshiping. They're supposed to be able to see themselves. Look at them. They make me want to praise God. As a drummer, you are part of that team. If the congregation sees you zone out, it's easier for someone in the congregation to zone out. But if they see everyone unified in singing, that gives a clear message. The time is now to sing. Join us as we worship God. Check out these examples. Look at the difference between drummers that sing and drummers that don't sing. You don't even have to be a good singer. Those are little details that make worship leading much more effective, and those are little details where the drummer can really contribute. When the drummer sings, that can really make a difference. That fish tank not only disconnects the drummer from the congregation, that also can disconnect the congregation from the drummer. If you sing along, that does away with the barrier, because you are all unified in singing the same message of praise to God. You have to set the example. And singing from the drums is an effective way to engage the audience, but also to keep yourself connected to what the message of the song is when you are part of the worship team. You might say,
"What if I don't feel like singing?"
Okay, there's no judgment here. I would challenge you to consider, what are things that you can do to lead the congregation? Are you there to play for yourself? Are you there to lead others to Christ? Are you there to play for yourself, or are you there to help people worship? That way, when the congregation looks at you, they don't see a drummer who showed up to play. They see a man or a woman who is dedicated to worshiping God. They see someone who is absolutely convinced in the message. I encourage you to give singing a try. It's a simple and effective way to lead the congregation. Thank you so much. I encourage you to go out there, sing from the drums, and set the example. I'll see you in the next video.